Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you're new here then welcome. My name is Eve. I post all sorts of makeup and beauty related videos now. I've been in a rush this morning because I got this baby through the door, so I had to quickly go and shower because I'm just desperate to film with it. So this is the new Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. Look at that outside packaging, it's just... I'm a green lover, if you didn't know. I love my green eyeshadow, and when they released this palette, and I'm like, well, I'm obviously going to have that. So this is what the packaging looks like. On the back it says, reconnect with Mother Nature with the Wilderness palette, inspired by the rich earthy tones, leafy greens and molten shades that nature has to offer us. This 20 shade palette features wearable hues while still allowing you to explore your creativity. Featuring the same Beauty Bay formula you know and love, each shade is packed full of pigment, is super blendable and lasts all day without fading. And this is what the inside looks like. Now this is a bit of me, like, look at that. How beautiful is that palette? You've got a row of blues, two rows of greens, and that row of kind of really warm tones, reddish neutral. So I'm so excited to get into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do swatches. I will show you them and then we'll start an eye look. So if you do like the video while you're watching, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So let's go into swatches. These are the first two rows. The first colour is just a transition colour, so you won't really see it all that well. I will say the shimmers are quite kind of crumbly wet, if that makes sense, but on to the next two rows. And this is the other two rows. Look at that green shimmer right here. Like, how bloody beautiful. I love that there's a yellow and a kind of orange, so I will just go and prime my eyes and we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is kind of do green on the top and then kind of do the neutrals on the bottom. I do want to test out quite a few shades, so I want to try and use as many shades as possible. I'm not going to use the blues only because I did a kind of warm toned and blue look for my last video for the e.l.f. Electric Mood palette. So I'm going to take this colour down here called Ivy, which is the kind of darkest green, and I'm going to do a halo shape, and I'm just going to place that down into my shape, just making sure that it goes above my crease. I mean, how pigmented is that? Like, that is a beautiful colour. Now, I really need my eyebrows to give me more room, but that's the story for another day. Now let's take a kind of smaller brush. And I'm going to go into this colour here, called Forest, to blend that a bit. And then on that same brush, but just wipe it off, I take this colour called, what one? This is it! This one called Mint, and just use that to finish that blend. But these are, oh wow, that one's pigmented. Okay, so that's how it's looking. So I'm just going to go back through those colours. I will cut my crease and we'll come back to put the shimmer on the lid. Okay, so that is my crease cut and my halo shape. And I'm going to go in with one of the shimmers from the row that it's on. So I'm going to take this one here, which is called Breeze, and then maybe the darker one at the outside. So let's just pop some of this on. Oh, Beauty Bay shimmers are lovely. Like, I could see going through this colour quite quick because it is that kind of wet texture, but that is really, really pretty. Look at that colour. I'm just going to get a wee brush just to get all the way up here. That one. Can you please leave me comments down below on what the best brush to to use with shimmers is, because I struggle using brushes for shimmers. But you need to get up the kind of top here. And that's that one on. We'll intensify it in a minute, and then let's take the one on the same row called Moss and just take that one. Just take that on my brush. And use that on the kind of outer edges to blend that one in. In fact, let's take out my finger. I don't think there's a huge amount of difference, it doesn't look like, on the eye between those two shades, but I think if you put it all over the eye it would look different. Okay, and then back in with that first shimmer. I mean, beauty based shimmers are like nothing else. And then I'm going to take in fact, let's take the darkest matte that we used again, just to intensify the outer corner. And also on the inner corner. And then take this colour here, that second colour that we used, just to kind of blend into those shimmers. Okay, so that is how it's looking. I'm going to go and try and do the same on the other eye, do my face makeup, and we'll come back to do the under eyes. Okay, so that is the rest of my face makeup done. I'm trying this new thing where I'm not kind of like setting it everywhere, I'm just setting certain areas, but that's besides the point. So let's go on to the under eyes, and I think we kind of have to try this really kind of warm row out now, don't we, just to see, just to kind of question the inclusion of it. Does it make sense? All that kind of thing. So I am going to take this red here called Raw on a kind of flat liner brush, and first of all I'm going to press that right up in my lash line. Okay, and then I'm going to take the colour next. Let's go straight in with this one down here called something, the kind of orangey one. Okay, so it's kind of looking like that now. Those aren't colours that I would pair together if I was doing this look again, but I just wanted to kind of try some of them out. But on that same wee brush, I'm going to take some of that original shade, just to kind of, sorry that's in a way, smoke it out a bit, and then back in with the orangey colour. Yeah, like I say, so I would just have done green or more kind of neutral on the lower lash line, but it is what it is. So for the inner corner, I'm kind of tempted to take that blue, but no, it was too dark. So let's take this colour here in the inner corner. I think this is going to be really pretty. That one's a bit crumbly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous. Oh man. Can you see that as an inner corner highlight? That would be absolutely stunning all over the lid as well. Okay, so that is the eye. I'm just going to do the same in the other eye, put lashes and lips on, we'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts about the palette. Okay, so these are the finished eyes. And I will just zoom you out. Okay, so this is the finished look. Now, I wouldn't, I mean, I do need to go out today, but I wouldn't normally pair kind of red in tones like that underneath, but I think it looks okay. I mean, it looks okay for kind of pictures and for YouTube anyway, and I did want to try out those neutrals just to see how they kind of work in with the greens, but I think it turned out really quite nice. I'm quite happy with it. The shadows blended like so incredible. The shimmers are kind of wet and absolutely stunning. Like Beautybe's eyeshadow formula is so good. So the shimmers that you will see, they are quite kind of putty like. So I think if there was like a particular one that you used all the time, you might go through it quite quickly, but that doesn't really matter. I think it is quite a versatile palette, you know, because I like the inclusion of the kind of neutrals. You've got this lovely kind of transition shade up here that could blend anything out. You've got this kind of more kind of emerald green row, and then you've got the kind of more khaki green row. It's, although a few people were disappointed that it's not a pure green palette, like I think that this adds so much versatility. It's slight kind of contrast, not contrast, slight similarities to Lowe's Cosmetics Meet Me in the Underworld palette, which I loved, but for that there was more kind of pinks rather than reds, so you can justify having both. The kind of gives me kind of melt palette vibes. To me this seems like a kind of mashup of a few different palettes, and to me this is what I wanted the XX Revolution latest green one to be. I wanted it to be more like this. I think it worked so well. Like, honestly, I don't think I have a bad word to say about it. I got it for such a good price. Normally it retails for £15 and I had a discount code which took it down to about £12 I think, so it was, to me that is an absolute bargain. I'm really happy with the finished look. So let me know down below if you've picked a palette up. Also remember and let me know about the best brush for applying shimmers. Let me know what looks you're planning to create with it. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would do so. And if you'd liked the video, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. So thanks for watching. Bye!